My name is Tori and I am a play therapist for Links Counselling Service in Lurgan. My job is to provide a safe space for kids and young people to process and explore difficult and challenging emotions and situations. We do this together in the room by using play and creative methods. I just wanted to come on and offer some tips that I hope you'll find helpful in this difficult time, and also point you to some really helpful resources that are good for explaining the coronavirus to our kids and our young people. If we can help them understand what is going on, then we equip them to be able to cope better with all of this change and all of the fear that is with the coronavirus. So it's been a hard and strange few weeks for us adults. There's been a lot of information to take in and process. There have been a lot of changes and transitions and adaptations that we've had to make personally, professionally, and socially. There is still a lot of things that are unknown, and all of that we are juggling with the fear and worry around our loved ones' health and well-being. So if we are experiencing that as adults, we can only imagine what it must be like in the minds of our little people. How hard it must be for them to understand all of these changes that are going on and the effects that it's having again on their lives personally and socially and academically as well. So for me, there's two parts to all of this. The first one is obviously the virus itself. I think it's really important that we as adults and as parents check in with how we are feeling about the virus. Is it making us feel scared? Is it making us feel anxious? Whatever we are feeling, even if we're not verbally expressing that, our actions and behaviours are. So our kids and our young people are going to pick up on whatever we are showing them. So if we could just bring some awareness to that, it would help us to manage and be more mindful about what we might be passing on to our kids and our little people. The next thing is not to be afraid to talk about the virus. We can't escape this, it's everywhere, and our kids can't escape it either. They will have known about this through school, through their friends, through things they've heard, and it's up to us as the safe adults in their life to take responsibility, to explain the facts to our kids in a way that they will understand. Again, this will give them a sense of control over what is going on if they understand the facts at a developmentally appropriate way. So if you're feeling scared about that or worried, we are going to put up the link of a really good video that explains it with lots of visual aids and cartoons for the kids to understand what the coronavirus is and what it does and what we can do. I think it's really important that we focus on safety and explain to the kids that everyone is indoors for safety, and that will give them a sense of control and empower them as well, that they are doing their bit to keep themselves safe and to keep the people that they care about safe as well. So the video, we're going to pop up the link so that it's easy to find, and also why not get creative with it? You might have your own ideas of creating a story around this to help the kids understand. You are the expert on your child. You will know what they like and what they will respond to. So don't be afraid to get creative. Why not even turn it into a family activity and create the coronavirus monster, all of you, and talk about that. A good way to initiate conversation is just to ask them what they know about it. If you have a good sense of what they know about the coronavirus, then that helps you to step in and maybe correct anything they have picked up that is not factually correct. But don't be afraid to talk about it and don't ignore it. If we let our little people wonder about what is going on, then they might not come up with the facts and it might heighten anxiety. The other thing I think is really important to mention is that there are so many changes going on for our kids and our young people at the minute. The closure of school is a really big deal for them. and not all of them enjoy school, but it was consistent and it was routine. It was something they could rely on to happen every day, and now that has stopped. So I just want to bring your attention to that. There may be some feelings of loss, there may be some feelings of grief around that, especially for our P7s who are ending their primary school life and not getting to grieve that, or not getting closure on that. So just be mindful of how that might be affecting them. A really good way is just to check in with them. Again, this can be done all as a family, when you are sitting down to have dinner, or lunchtime, something like that. Just check in. A really simple way is to ask for their highs and lows of the day, something they really liked, something they didn't like. But just keep the conversation going. If they're not able to express it verbally, they can resort to some artwork or something like that if they're finding it hard to put into words. So keep an eye on your kids, and their behavior will indicate if they are struggling. Keep the creativity going. This is a really good opportunity to spend lots of time connecting with your kids if you're able to, if you're at home. And don't be afraid to get creative with them and get messy. If you're struggling, or you think your young person or your child is struggling to manage all of the things that are going on, all of the changes, please have a wee look at our Links website, and there you will find our mobile contact number, and you can get in touch with us if there's anything else that we can help you with. We're all in this together. Stay safe. Bye.